Star Wars The Old Republic in its 4.0 and 5.0 eras was very troubled. The game saw tremendous updates as the story and companion systems were overhauled as well as gearing. As a result, many fans felt outraged by these changes. However, the biggest point of contention at the time was the decision to shift into a solo story format. This decision saw 8 vastly different classes, each with their unique ambitions, goals, and motivations, get funneled into one singular track. Obviously, a change of this magnitude is going to create some story problems when you're shuffling 8 unique classes with 8 unique stories into one singular character. This created a lot of problems for a lot of the classes, especially the tech classes. However, today I'll be discussing why one tech class in particular synergizes really well with these expansions and the subsequent Onslaught update. This class is no other than the Republic Trooper. On our starting world of Ord Mantell, we are introduced to Havoc Squad. The only member we need to concern ourselves with for this video, however, is Commander Tavis. After we are introduced to Havoc Squad, we begin to conduct several missions in order to locate a stolen bomb. These efforts are not wasted as the Republic locates the bomb within a separatist stronghold in a volcano on the island. The trooper returns to the command center. Expecting to find his fellow squad mates within the command center, the trooper is puzzled as to why his squad infiltrated the base without him. As his squad mates' comms go dark, the trooper is tasked with infiltrating the base and finding what is left of Havoc. Upon reaching their mission objective, the trooper eventually meets up with his squad in the process of defecting to the sworn enemy of the Republic, the Empire.
Commander Tavis, what are you doing?
Sergeant, I thought my orders were very clear. You aren't supposed to be here.
I will take him.
No, Wraith. The Sergeant deserves to know the truth. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I harbor no ill will toward you. You're everything a warrior should be. But I'm afraid the Republic no longer values her warriors, even the very best among them.
You fought the Empire for years. Do you really think things are better over there?
The Empire respects warriors, Sergeant. The Republic's top officials, on the other hand, have decided to cast us aside. The truth is that no matter what they may say, the Republic Senate doesn't actually believe it can win another war against the Empire. That makes you and I a threat. Every Havoc Squad victory fires up people's imaginations. It fills them with pride, which means the bureaucrats can't afford to let us keep succeeding.
How is the outright tyranny of the Empire any better?
If only you'd been with us longer, Sergeant. You would understand. You might even have come with us. The Republic abandoned us. During a mission on Ando Prime, they simply left us to die. But I won't try to persuade you. Honestly, I hope you die with your ideals intact. The rest of us will never have that luxury.
I would never become a traitor like you, Tavis.
Yes, I suspected as much. Time we were off. Colonel Vor, please give the Sergeant the warrior's death he deserves.
You'll regret this, Tavis. I won't rest until I've taken you down.
It's been an honor serving with you, Sergeant. Goodbye.
The confrontation between Tavis and the trooper reveals several things. First, it reveals that the reason behind the betrayal wasn't for political ideology, but rather a matter of loyalty. When you think of the model Special Forces soldier, you would tend to associate a sense of loyalty to the state which they represent. Tavis and the rest of Havoc were once such people. That is until Ando Prime. The incident on Ando Prime was primarily caused by the Republic trying to maintain its peace accord with the Sith Empire. Consequently, the members of Havoc Squad were left alone with no support, causing the once loyal squad to start to question their allegiance to the Republic. Within this conversation, Tavis states that the trooper does not understand the reasons behind the defection as he hasn't really experienced what life is like in the Republic Special Forces yet. However, this statement can be construed as a sort of warning to the player, warning them about what they're about to go through, essentially saying that it's within the nature of the Republic to abandon her warriors in the name of stability. As the story progresses, the trooper wins many key battles for the Republic. First, they hunt down and end the Special Forces defection. Then they infiltrate and destroy the Imperial superweapon codenamed the Gauntlet. Finally, their third most notable operation was the capture or killing of General Racton on Corellia. These key operations, among the other ones that take place on each individual planet within the SWTOR game, all fuel the public's imagination, just like Tavis said on Ord Mantell. However, that's it for most of the game. You're just a pawn in a chess game, completing operations set out by the Special Forces Command. This storyline doesn't really get revitalized until the events of Knights of the Fallen Empire. In the opening scene, Darth Marr critiques the Republic for not aiding the Empire as much as they should when hunting for Vitiate, who, at this point, is the ultimate threat to the galaxy. While very minor, this is the first step towards the Republic abandoning you, something Tavis did explicitly state. Upon your capture and carbonite imprisonment, the Republic did initially look for you, at least according to Jorgen in Chapter 12. However, after you made your return to the galaxy and the events of Eternal Throne happen, it is clear that the Republic could have at least lent a hand to the Alliance. However, no such aid ever came. Instead, it was the Sith Empire that came to assist you against your war against the Eternal Empire. So now not only did the Republic not effectively aid your initial search for Vitiate, but now they have straight up abandoned you when you're in open warfare against the Eternal Empire. It is at this point that the same exact events that happened on Ando Prime happen to you. In order to maintain stability throughout the galaxy and protect the interests of the Galactic Republic, you were left on your own against this threat, while the Empire, which is supposed to be your enemy, was the one that actually comes to help you. Not only that, but after the events of Chapter 2, in which you are trapped in the Drummond-Koss jungle, former Republic Chancellor Suresh attempts to successfully orchestrate a coup in order to gain the leadership of the Alliance.
Members of the Alliance, as many of you have already heard, your commander is dead. There are dark times ahead. But fear not. I have come to offer you a beacon. I assume you know everything, then. I'll take that as a yes. It doesn't matter. The Alliance needs a leader like me. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I won't apologize for that.
This event reveals Suresh's true nature, and how she operates behind the scenes, and, most importantly, how she could have operated as Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. Maybe the lines between the Empire and the Republic aren't so defined after all. Regardless of Suresh's interference and the Republic's inaction, you still successfully managed to wage your war against the Eternal Empire. With the end of the Eternal Empire, peace was restored to the galaxy. Or it is, until at least the Republic and Imperial forces skirmish on Iokath over a super weapon. As both factions try to sell you on why you should ally with them, the Republic's Supreme Commander, Jace Malcolm, tries to appeal to your sense of loyalty to the Republic and your service within Havoc Squad. However, if the Republic feels like you should be loyal to them, why weren't they loyal to you against the Eternal Empire? This thought alone could be the Troopers' Ando Prime. With Tavis' warning coming to fruition, the decision at the start of Ossus is entirely up to the player. When deciding which faction to fight for, the question isn't about whether you're supporting good or evil. Suresh's actions prove the Republic was just as much as fault and as evil as the Empire it opposed. Rather, this is a question about the individual trooper. At this point, you've come full circle. At first, you were a fresh green sergeant, blindly loyal to the Republic. However, as you progress in rank and influence, you start to see the inner workings of each faction. At this point in the story, you are at the same crossroads Tavis was at. The question is, did the trooper heed Tavis' warning? If the trooper did heed Tavis' warning, then that means that they must have steeled themselves given the events of Knights of the Fallen Empire. They prepared for an event like this, and so their loyalty isn't as shaken. However, if they did not heed Tavis' warning, then they could have felt the same way Tavis and the rest of Havoc did in the prologue, as they recognized that the Republic abandoned them, and for no other reason than politics. This choice, and this choice alone, with all this information that has been presented to us, is the single reason why the later expansions, specifically Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne, truly complete the Trooper's story. In essence, these later expansions got the Trooper's story right. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was certainly a fun one to make, as I've been wanting to make a video like this for years. Anyways, this video alone took a tremendous amount of effort in order to complete, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Also, make sure to comment if you have any thoughts on this topic, and make sure to subscribe for more content coming your way. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I've been Phil Sniper. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.